3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, Ryan here, for commentary. This is going to be the fourth set between C and Jaedong in the Bigfile MSL quarterfinals. This is going to be an odd I3 at the bottom right position playing as yellow. We're going to have C, of course, the turn player, at the upper left hand position playing in, I believe, orange. I think it was orange? No, red. They changed it. Never mind. I think it was different earlier, but yeah. Red, going to be Jaedong playing as zerg. So C representing mustard, Jeadong representing ketchup. And this is going to be an odd I3. Slightly Terran favored, but not that much. Not enough to make this an, oh my god, the turn will definitely win. So basically the idea for C is to win this one, because then he has Polaris Rhapsody, where zergs have such a disadvantage that a turn player is almost guaranteed to win, even if your name is Jaedong. So yeah, that is definitely something that C wants to avoid. Oh my, god. Bit the inside of my mouth like 2 days ago, and it still smarts. There's still like a ridge in there that you can accidentally still bite into. So whenever I take a bite of something, take a sip of something, I always have to be very careful not to bite it again, because it'll hurt like a mother. Because mothers hurt. But they do it because they love you. So yeah, this I3, probably going to be seeing another 12 hatch from Jaedong. That's just what zergs do on this thing. Although I think Jaedong even on this map would benefit from maybe being a little aggressive, because I've seen turn players kind of surprise 12 hatching zergs on this one by going 2 racks and winning. Yeah. Examples of that would be Fantasy and Midas. And go away, fly. My god. Stupid fly in my house. Yes, stupid dead crane flyer. What's it called? Why was I talking about StarCraft? Right. C is putting down his barracks inside his base. Seems like he's going to go for 1 Rex and Expo. Go away! My god, stop flying around my crotch. That is disturbing on a whole new level. Not into bestiality, especially not the insectoid form of it. God. Ugh. Do seem like C setting out an SCV to scout. Seems like he's also going to be putting down his exploit, his natural expansion. So just going to play a very standard game this time around from both players, although we are going to be seeing whether he goes from him. Now, 1 Rex in Expo is, it's a sign of player, more of a sign for players. Also, the supply depot at the front, more of a sign the players will at least start off with some Medic Marine. But transitions into mech are very popular these days. Very popular indeed. So we're going to see what happens. The Siege is going to get in there, waltz up the ramp, spot the production hatchery. So we're going to be seeing some 3-hatch Muta from Jeadong. Exactly what he likes to do when he spots Medic Marines on the way, although that is a somewhat maybe early refinery. I don't think it's that early, actually, though. Not too early. We're going to see what he actually goes for Medic Marines, or tries to do some sort of funky transition overall. Let's see, just getting his production factories down, working on his spawning pool and all that stuff. Going to float his barracks onto his natural to kind of facilitate that walling. Oh, 1 SCV. Oh, there. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's what happens when you with one of your SCVs, you click the refinery just before it finishes building, and instead of mining from it, it'll just kind of sit around having a cigarette. I'm on break. Something like that. Not overtime, just on break. Factory coming down. So yeah, that was an earlier than usual refinery. So yeah, it doesn't seem like he's going to go for mech. We're going to see whether this is going to be a good idea. Soon enough, C has very good Medic Marine control, just like Light, his teammate. Yet both these guys are feeling like they want to go for mech. And Jaedong has 2-1 advantage, and we're going to see how it works. Because if Jaedong wins this, he's going to be facing Light, and Light's probably just going to try to go for mech again. We're going to be seeing exactly how it goes. And I assume we're going to be seeing some thumbing down of Polaris Rhapsody by Jeadong if he does indeed win this. Factory on factory, second factory coming up. But if C wins this, I do think it would be an interesting TVT. But part of me doesn't want that, because that would guarantee a TVT final, and we would have TVT semifinals and a TVT final, and it would just be Terran World, and it would be scary, pretty much. But nice Wooler wall in by C here, adding in supply depot, just a few Marines here back home, adding in that second refinery, not mining from it as of yet, but getting it ready for future stuff. Armory on the way that machine jump on the Weddle as well. So it does seem like he's just going to get some Goliaths going and work on Goliath to defend his base. We're going to see the transition to kind of like we did last time. Try to go for eventually transition into 2 starport science vessel. On the opposite side, we do see the Hydroid stand coming in significantly earlier from Jaedong. So did I actually spot the Spire or not? We're going to be seeing exactly what he goes for here. Has a few Zergies kind of milling around the map, trying to make sure there's no scout inside of his base. If a scan comes in, that's going to be a spot. But hey, Spire is on the way, about halfway done. That Hydra is in there, so we're going to be seeing whether he might be going for some Muta Hydra in there, because Hydra's much better choice in heavy numbers against Goliaths and Mutalisks are. Especially going to be working on upgrades. Goliaths with Cannon Booster and Weapons 1 upgrades against Mutalisks. Ouch. And Junior Bay on the way, so C is on top of that. Should have some turrets up before those Mutalisks pop out. And it does look like we're going to be seeing some Evo Chambers come up as well, so he is going to be transitioning into what I assume to be a Hydra army, going for kind of Zergling Hydra combination on the ground while still keeping a Mutalisk force in the air. Jeadong very good at controlling multiple types of armies. He's done it before, done it plenty of times, has one of the few players out there who has the micromanagement skills to control multiple armies of multiple kinds while still kind of paying attention to everything that's happening. See, at this moment, just actually, instead of going for Goliath, actually moving out to with some early Vultures with speed upgrades, trying to be a little bit annoying at the front, but there's some nice SimCity and Hydras at the front. Not going to make sure that doesn't happen. Turret's also going to be on the way, and that E-Bage is going to float off and act as a spotter. But of course, going for mech, this means that C is going to want to take this 4 o'clock position much sooner than they would have otherwise. The Patrol Micro coming in a little bit late, but should actually handle these Zerglings without too much trouble. There we go. But yeah, the 4 o'clock position is going to be a conquest that he's going to want to take fairly soon. And when you go for Medic Marine, you can really stay off 2 bases, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can delay that next expo for a while. Almost pretty much until your main. Yeah, pretty much until your main mine's out. I've seen Terran players do that and come out with a victory. If they can take that base while still have some resources left in their main to mine, it's good. It's all good, but they can delay it for as long as possible. But in a mech position, you need that base sooner. You need that additional gas quicker because you need to add more production. You need to have a heavy amount of gas. Because when you have a Medic Marine army, the only especially if you go for SK Terran, your biggest gas production, your biggest usage of gas goes to science vessels, and 2 refineries add enough to produce an amount of those. Meanwhile, those Jeadong looking like he's have a decent amount of Hydras out there. Not quite sure whether he has any upgrades on him. And these Goliaths, yeah, large enough number to kind of push this back completely. Going to get a few shots on that Overlord, making it go or whatever it is that Overlords say when they die. Jeadong expanded the total clock. Seems like he's also expanded the whole left in position. So yeah, employing an I'm everywhere strategy, which you like so much. And that's what Jeadong does against mech. He just expands. He loses the base, hey, it is no problem. I put new base somewhere else. It's okay, don't worry. Employs the we are Russians, we're everywhere strategy, which I so enjoy. Comm substation's just now up for C, so he's finally going to be able to get his mind around to what exactly is happening all across the map. Kind of spotting out the Hydra number with his SCV there. Has a siege tank and some Goliaths out there, hoping that he's working on siege right now. He's going to need those siege tanks to work against those Hydras, but it does seem like C's just kind of more playing into Jaedong's hand. Jaedong's controlling this game. Went for that Spire, but didn't go for anything other than that. Didn't really go for Mutas. So it does seem like Jaedong's controlling the pace a little bit. Has those Hydras around. And it does seem like he's getting himself ready for a possible eventual push by C. He's going to have some siege tanks and some Goliaths. Jeadong's just going to want to saturate some of his new bases. Doesn't really have that much mine at the roll left hand or any of the 12 o'clock position, but just going to want to continue saturating, working on his Hydras, working on his upgrades. Should have a second Evo chamber up there soon, if not already. Working on those full upgrades. And it is very dangerous for Hydras to run straight into tank fire. Goliaths blocking at the front. They take a lot of hits to go down. They do, a fair bit of damage as well. So it's tough. Also, you got 2 armies, which I'm not sure if are spitting, actually, now I think about it. And I think he's also working on some science fields to get some of those out there. Don't really see going for anything other than that. Just kind of support his troops at the front. If you get your tanks caught in a bad position, a defensive matrix, even against Hydras, against any Zerg forces, are going to be a boon. And some irradiates on a Hydra group can also be effective, if not as effective against Mutalisks, but can still be fairly effective. still seeing a heavy amount of Hydras out there, as if Jaedong's facing a Protest opponent. It does seem like he's going to go for a break here. Tanks are a little bit undefended, a little to the front. SCV's coming off the line to try to defend siege tanks out of position. Nothing but Goliaths to engage this larger Hydra number. Is this going to be enough or not? Science on the back. All the Goliaths go down, and C is looking like he's going to be broken, forcing to get all of his SCVs off the line. Delay as long as he possibly can. And it just doesn't seem like he's going to come at it with this. There you go, swearing to himself. Damn it! And Jeadong, meanwhile, beautiful break. Some mines coming down, killing some of those Hydras. A tank here on the upper ground, but Overlord spotting that for him. And yeah, GG from C. And, catching him completely off guard. Oh my god, did you see that look on Jaedong's face? My god, that was an evil look on his face, man. Oh, I remember Jeadong when he was vibrant and alive and smiling. Happy that he wins. Now he's like, ugh, I stomp on you. You are worthless to me. An innocent little bug that I crush, worthless. You shall be just a skull upon my wall of skulls, which I shall have upon my mansion, built upon the blood and sweat of my enemies. Something like that. But yeah, oh man, the guy needs a break. He needs a break. He's he's the new villain of StarCraft or something. This is madness. Anyway, that's going to be the end of quarterfinals. Semifinals, when I get the source videos. Didn't get them from Basie this week, and the source videos I got otherwise are a little, untrustworthy. So let's hope for Basie. Hey, let's beg for that, and we're going to see what happens. GG, guys. Ranchnet, those listening, look forward to the semis.